Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Today, Saturday, live. And I'm so happy to be here today. Why? Because I want to speak about the challenges that we confront. Today, we are going to speak about challenges, about what we do and what really believe, and how can we switch that beliefs. If you saw, we have some quote here. And the quote that I posted on Facebook, it was, the greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high. El mayor peligro para la mayoría de nosotros no es que nuestra meta sea demasiado alta, because we miss it. That it's because sometimes it's too low and we reach it. El problema es que muchas veces la meta que ponemos es muy baja y la alcanzamos. So that start creating that we feel like we are not in the place that we really want to be. Eso significa que muchas veces nos empezamos a dar cuenta que no estamos en el lugar en el que quisiéramos estar. And that's a big problem. But how can we solve that? What kind of facts can we help to improve our perception? ¿Qué tipo de cosas podemos hacer para que cambien nuestra percepción? Why sometimes we are very frustrated about what are we doing? Porque algunas veces nos sentimos frustrados de lo que estamos haciendo. Why we don't feel like confident? Porque a veces no nos sentimos seguros de que nuestro inglés está mejorando, that our English is improving, that we are doing our best. Because, and this is the big point today, it's because we create our reality. Yes, nosotros creamos nuestra realidad. And that sounds weird, but I'm going to explain you why. Y suena un poco philosophically, pero vamos we're going to dig on this. Vamos a irnos adentro. So I have here this, what's the reality here? I can think like this is a stick. That could be my reality. But my reality could be also that this, it's called Palo Santo, and that every time that I light on this stick, it's going to clean my environment. It's going to give me more energy. And that's a reality also, because I really believe in this. Yo realmente puedo creer que esto es sencillamente un palo, o yo puedo creer que este palo, cuando yo lo enciendo, me va a crear un ambiente with energy, con mucha energía. So if I do this, if I just light on this, light up this, I want you to see first. I don't know if for you, the light, it's reality. You can see the light. Yes. Now, if you see here, you can see the light, a little light. That means like it's on, yes? And also, I start smelling. And I don't know if you can see, I want you to see. I'm going to try if you can see the smoke. The smoke. Can you see the smoke? I think yes. If you can see the smoke, probably if I put here, if you see the smoke, that means that that's the reality. And when I feel the smell, that's my reality. It's smelling good. I believe like every time that I light this, it's cleansing. It's creating a better environment. I have more energy. I have the powerful thought that my life is going in the right direction. What does that mean? Like I'm creating my reality with my thoughts. And if I think something, I can take actions. Si yo creo que esto es un palo, va a ser un palo. Pero si yo creo que esto tiene poder, voy a tomar acción para que esto sea algo grande, para que esto transforme mi vida. Y el simple hecho de prender esta vela, prender este palo, the simple fact that that I believe that this works for something bigger, that makes me a different person today. And we are going to speak about the reality. Sometimes that means like our reality, we create our reality. But sometimes we believe what other people think. Muchas veces nosotros creemos lo que las otras personas creen, not our reality. And I'm going to tell you, usually the reality is more benevolent than our beliefs, that what we think. Sometimes people start telling us, oh, you know, your English is good, or people start talking to us. And when they talk to us, talk with us in English, that means that we have a conversation. That means that they are understanding us. That's the reality. That's the reality that you can see there. But your reality sometimes is, I'm not good enough. I'm making many mistakes. I'm not progressing. Esa es nuestra realidad muchas veces, que nosotros no estamos progresando, que nosotros no estamos avanzando. But the reality is different, because when we have the conversation, so we try to believe our reality, but not the reality that exists. Estamos tratando de crear la realidad que tenemos en nuestra mente. And that's mindset. Mindset is the state of our mind that believes something and help us to do something, because it's not only belief. When you wake up and you believe that the day will be wonderful, you are going to get a wonderful day. But what happened? Like sometimes, I'm going to tell something that I love. Sometimes our life is like this. Yes? So it's like some days we think like we are very excited and everything is working really good. And some days we think like we are very down, that we are not worth enough, that well, our English is not good, that we don't have time. But it's not like we don't have time, it's that we are not taking the decision to make it happen. When you take your decision, you can switch everything. But the reality, you can have two realities. One, that you don't have time, and the other one that that's you are going to make the time, and you are just going to avoid certain things that you don't need to do this, to do the mantra challenge, to do the video, to do something for your English, to go and speak with the neighbor, or do something. And that's up to you. The reality, you build your own reality. Tú construyes tu propia realidad, escogiendo si tu realidad es que no tienes tiempo, you don't have time, o la realidad es que tú vas a dejar de hacer algo y vas a empezar a hacer lo que realmente quieres hacer, a leer el mantra, a hablar con el vecino, a hacer algo. So that's your decision. And I want you to be conscious about this. And what happened? Why sometimes our energy is too high and why sometimes our energy is too low? It's not your fault. It's your mind. It's your mindset. But you need to find the way that you are going to put it up. First, it's nice that you feel like something is not working, because in that case, that means like you are growing. Eso significa que estás creciendo. When you have pain, cuando tú tienes dolor, that means like you are ready for something new. Significa que estás listo para algo nuevo. So, but sometimes you are not ready. So for that reason, we are in the comfort zone, because we feel like everything is nice. We believe in that. But when we are expecting something else, at that point, we get frustrated. And that's valid. That's wonderful, because it's like you have this. If this stick, if this piece of wood, it's dry, that means that it's not ready. That even if I take this light and I just try to light it up, because the wood is wet, is not going to work. I cannot wait until this is dry. If this is dry, it's going to start smelling. If this is dry, it's going to start working. So sometimes we need to feel dry in your life to try to make changes and to try to find something that is going to light you up and move you to another state. And that's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of growing. And here we are going to start speaking about values. So sometimes you believe like the biggest values or the most important values is about what did you build before and your status. So, and I'm talking about algunas veces piensas que el estado es supremamente, el status, el estado es supremamente importante, algo que ya conseguiste y no lo quieres, no quieres seguir avanzando. So that means like, if you feel safe, that's nice to feel safe. But sometimes you need just to grow a little bit and to feel unsafe, to switch something. Cuando tú te sientes que estás aburrido, tú tomas decisiones. You take decisions when you feel like you are in a bad spot. But that doesn't mean like you are in the same spot that you were before. That means like you are ready for a new challenge. And that's great, but you need to recognize, to be aware of that. Sometimes you feel like you need, you already, because you got something, you just deserve to be recognized. And recognition, it's important. Algunas veces tú sientes que eres reconocido por algo que ya lograste. Y cuando vas a cometer errores, when you are going to make mistakes, you think like you are not going to be recognized by that, because now you are not good enough, porque ahora no eres lo suficientemente bueno. And that means that that's a value, but that means like you are in another step. You just need to go to another step to start feeling again the recognition of other people. And what kind of recognition do you really want to be or to have? It's that you achieve different stuff. And the other thing is you want to be safe, and you want your image to be in the same place. And it's time to people think like you in a different way. So we need to start changing. There are values that are important for us and for everybody. But something that I want to tell you is that not be your driver. That can be your co-pilot. Your drivers, your main values need to be growth, need to be evolution, and need to be contribution. Focus on these values and make the other ones like co-pilots, like they are there and they are important. But for you need to be more important to growth. When you are in a state, when you are down in your state, that means like you want to go up. And every time that you go up, you are growing. And then it's not like you are going this. I made a mistake, because in reality, you are doing this, you are doing this, you are doing this, and you are doing this. And that's life, because you cannot go there. Because if you just go there, I'm sure that at some point you can just go down directly. And we don't want that. For that reason, the steps are good. Steps are important, because in each step, you can find people that can help you, that can support you. But believe in them, trust in them, trust that if someone tells you your English, it's going better. So believe in that. Don't believe, oh, no, I don't think it's true. Or don't forget about that. Always think about how much did you scale. So if you are here, how much you already went through. Not just think, I'm here and look, I'm just going to get down. No, just think about that. And thinking about growing, thinking about evolution. Every time that you accomplish one more step, first, you are the example for your community, for your family. You are inspiring them to do something. And sometimes they are not going to tell you, wow, you are good. No, sometimes they just try to repeat, to duplicate what you are doing. and that's valuable. And I want just today to inspire you to have these three main values as a focus, as your drivers. And the last one is contribution. And when I speak about contribution, I speak about like everything that you are doing, it's for something else. You don't do things just for you, because in that case, you are going to start feeling isolated. And life is about other people. Life is about how can I use my skills to help others. If I go to work to a different place, if I move from work to work, that means that all my experience that I got from the last job, I'm going to give it to the new one. And I'm going to take all the resources that they have from different parts, and I'm going to combine that. And that means that I'm going to help that place to flourish more. I'm going to help them to see other perspective, even if they have already some standardized processes. I'm going to give my experience, my human values, and that makes all the community, the place, the environment, and me to succeed, to be better. And that's for me, it's the most important thing. So what are your reality? Sometimes we don't take a risk because we believe like in the other side, we will be dead. So we are so scared to make mistakes because we are going to feel very embarrassed and bad. And in that case, I'm going to tell you, in that case, you are dead inside of the bubble that you are right now. You will be alive in the other side, in your own comfort zone, in the place that you want to go, but at the same time, you don't want to go. Over there is the action. Over there is the life. And you need to go there, because here, everything is death. Everything is state. You cannot move this here more. For that reason, you are feeling doubt because you need something else. You need to move to do something else. And in order to do that, it's important that proximity, be close to people that they always scale, people that can help you, and be with people that you trust, that with people that they are going to tell you sometimes uncomfortable things, that things that probably you will see, I won't like to listen this, but that was the thing that you needed. That was the thing. When someone tells you you are meant for something bigger, pay attention to that person, because sometimes when you think like you cannot progress, that people are telling you that you are good just because they want you to feel good, that means like you are not believing in that person. That means that you are just trying to believe, oh, that person can try to make me feel good. That kind of people, the proximity with that kind of people is not good. And you need to know that you need to be around of people that give you tools, that give you energy, but not, and you need to be realistic and to know exactly the truth. It's really that truth. It's really that thing that I need to listen. And also, every time that you see that other people are doing their best, just participate. Just say, yes, good, but never said you did wonderful if you don't believe in that, because we want to have proximity with people that has the same values. Yes, sometimes it's important to tell them the truth when they make mistakes, but be careful where and when, because you just need to tell them. So try to find that people, try to find that mentors that you can give them permission to tell you what it's good and what is bad, what can I improve, because that's life. And you need to be supported by that people, not by people that say, oh, that's good. We don't need to listen that. If you are down, you don't need to listen only the people that said you are good, good, good. Because sometimes you are good, but you need to do this. Come on, come on. And that person will be here, and that person is going to help you to continue growing. So that's part of the point that I really wanted that you watch, that you see. You know, sometimes people compare the person, the human beings, with mountains. Can you see that mountains get with wrinkles or bad, even if they get through different seasons? No, we change in all the seasons, but we grow with all the seasons. Sometimes we just need to listen. Sometimes we just need to act. Sometimes we can see the color, but always we need to believe in ourselves. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody's going to believe in yourself, because people are watching you. People are seeing the thing that you are doing. So just try to take risk. Try to, every time that you feel down, every time that you feel dry, think about what can you do to light this? What can you do to encourage yourself to do something better? And for that reason, I'm going to inspire you again and to tell you, try to take the time to share the mantra, to read it. So be confident. And if you are watching one person, I'm sure that if you are here, it's because you want your English to be better. You want to speak better, and you want to get some tools. But I need to tell you that the tools are not always grammar. The tools are not always pronunciation. The tools sometimes are mindset. And probably 50-70% of all your English is about mindset. It's about how can you speak to the world? How can you give your voice outside louder? How can you inspire people to do something, to create groups, to create stuff? You are able to do it. You just need to start jumping. I think that's the biggest lesson for today. Just try to identify what inspires you. So every time that you get inspired, you just need to be convicted. So conviction is important. And just remember, I can be inspired at this. Yo puedo estar inspirado en que esto va a cambiar mi forma de ver la vida hoy. So this can inspire me today. But the way that I'm going to convince myself to that this is really going to get to point A to point B to accomplish my main goal, that is to feel. So from feeling that I want to get inspired to feel that I have the conviction that it's going to work, I just need to take a lighter, take something to make this happen. My idea today is just, what's your resource? So do you have resources? Always you will have resources, and the resources are not outside, sometimes are inside of you. What can you do with the resources that you already have, that you have right now, to flourish? Your English needs to be heard. Your voice needs to be heard, because that's your goal. That's what you want to do. I have someone that is listening, watching. So if you want to take something, I'm really glad to listen. So if you want to, so today I tried to do something different, because I figured that you and I, sometimes we are human beings, and sometimes we need just words that can help us to grow, that can help us to see the world in a different way. I'm sure that you can do this. I'm sure that if you are here and if your desire is to speak English, you are going to do it, but you need to go one step forward. Remember the ladder. And that's the life for today. Today is a short life, but I hope that you can get inspired and you are going to do something different today, because the world needs your stories. The world needs you and needs you right now. Your family needs to see your example. Just get from inspiration to conviction, because everything depends on you. And I'm here. I'm here to support you. Just let me know in your comments, what did you get from this video? And I hope you got something important and something that can change your life and other people's life. Thank you very much. I love you with all my heart. Thank you.